Celeb Secrets is here hanging out with Landon Parker, and you have a huge day today. You released your debut project, Hits Home. So, can you talk a little bit about how that release process has been and how the feedback has been so far?
Yeah, we've been working on this project probably since June. So it's been a long process as far as like writing and coming up with ideas and things like that. But we finally just wrapped up the project and we're like, so what songs do we want to put out? So, I mean, we have probably like 10 songs ready, but these are the ones that we wanted to put out first. But yeah, the feedback has been amazing as far as family and friends go, fans, as far as like me teasing music. Everybody seems to really be digging it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And out of all the songs on the EP, which one is your all-time favorite?
Um, I would have to say it's a tie between Beer by Beer and Hits Home.
I listened to the EP right before I hopped on this call, and both of those songs are absolutely incredible. Can you walk me through the story behind them for fans who might not have heard the EP yet?
Beer by Beer, it actually, long story short, um, I was riding with my buddy Carlo Calasaco, and he played me this pop track, and it was like, which that's where the woes came from. And I was like, man, I don't know, this might be a little too pop. So we almost didn't write the song, but I had this title, like literally the night before I was watching a movie or something, they said Day by Day. And I was like, I wonder if it was Beer by Beer. We were actually gonna write it as a party song, as like, just hanging out with your bros, just, bonfire. And we wrote like half the song and then we decided like, no, this isn't the right direction. We need to make it a love song. Technically, Beer by Beer is not anything really to do with beer. It's, a love song in disguise. It's just basically building a life day by day. That's the whole meaning of the song, is just taking one day at a time. Don't, you can look forward to tomorrow, but enjoy what you got in front of you right now. And Hits Home is just, I'm from a little small town called Yadkinville, North Carolina, probably 2,000 people there. And I wrote it with two buddies of mine in the band, and they, they're from small towns as well. So I was like, let's just incorporate what we have in our little small towns.
Could you walk me through a little bit of what your writing process looks like?
Yeah, a lot of it starts from the title first, I think, personally. And then if I have some voice memos on my phone, I might just play them out, or, just like a cool riff or something like that. But really it starts from the title, like Beer by Beer. I just didn't even know what it was going to be about. And the guy that I wrote it with, he played me a track and it played that the poppy sound. And I was like, okay, so I just started spitballing. And this is the first time in a write that I just started spitballing. And it was just like the way that it flowed. Carlo just started saying step by step. I was like, heck yeah, we're gonna do it.
You mentioned writing Beer by Beer as a party song initially and then shifting to a love song. So you kind of do span a lot of different ideas and a lot of different themes. So what would you say is your overall sound as an artist?
I really like traditional country music, but I also love the pop elements. So it's kind of just taking like old school country and putting pop elements in together with it. But I really like rock music as well. I'm just influenced by so many people. I just try to take all those. I was actually influenced a little bit, I'd say, by like Eminem and things like that, just like how he rhymes and things like that. So I don't know, it's just kind of inspiring to see like what you can do with words. That's the fun part about songwriting and also being an artist, and getting to share, my thoughts with the world.
With the release of this new EP, it's clear that you're only going to get bigger and bigger from here, which opens the door for collaborations. Is there anyone that you would want to collaborate with?
Definitely Hardy on the mixtapes. I'd say as far as like girl goes, I'd say Lauren Elena or Lainey Wilson. Those would just be, I feel like, killer duets.
When I listened to the EP from top to bottom, the only thing I could think about was live performances. Do you have any coming up or any plans to tour this new EP?
Next year, we're basically just lining up next year's tour dates. And as far as Beer by Beer goes, that's going to be the lead single off this EP. I just shot some really, really cool footage. So if you go on TikTok, Instagram, I think we're going to be posting in the next couple days. So, look for a lyric video or music videos and things like that. But I'm telling you, these are going to be so cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure even more gigs are in your future just with the release of new music and all of that.
Yeah,
So that's super, super exciting. Do you have any goals for the upcoming year?
I have a few songs that I really, really want to put out. One I think we're going to put out in March called Your Baby Girl, that I wrote about my wife. And I wrote it for our wedding day for her and her dad to dance to. It's just a very special song. But in the next year, I just want to get better at honing in on my craft and you know, writing more songs that everyone can relate to. Really working on my social media presence and growing my following and my fans. And in the next year, maybe I might play the Grand Ole Opry. I just saw my drummer. He played for Tyler Rich. And it was his first time playing the Grand Ole Opry, and I was just like.
Now, lastly, Landon, we are Celeb Secrets. So do you have any secrets about either yourself or secrets behind your music that fans really wouldn't expect?
I used to be able to. I don't do it anymore, but I used to be able to talk like Scooby Doo and Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't know.
Okay.
There's not really any secrets. I'm a pretty open book.